This is Manuel Moreno. I'm the head of mobility and commercial passenger services at Budapest Airport in Hungary.
Hello, my name is Michael and I'm representing Vienna International Airport in Austria. I'm responsible for marketing and product management in our parking department.
Yes, good morning. My name is Martin Draper. I've worked in parking for the last 15 plus years. Most recently, I'm now working in the US, working for Pittsburgh International Airport. But the lion's share of my career has been at Heathrow Airport and just over a year at Gatwick Airport in the UK.
Actually, it's been great. Sometimes too great, to be honest. We are really recovering in passengers, and when we last spoke, we were dipped into the COVID crisis. Unfortunately, with some of the borders still closed, but now everything is flourishing, and we are looking again into big expansion projects, which I cannot really disclose, but we are on that direction already.
Things are looking bright right now. The summer business is exceptional here at Vienna Airport, much better than anyone could have predicted or dreamed of, actually. In fact, we are posting the same numbers as in our highlight year in 2019 regarding parking revenue. But obviously, there are some major questions we are facing at the moment. Will this positive trend continue in autumn? Will we have a new COVID wave, which can lead to new travel restrictions? What is going on in the Ukraine? And especially how will the increasing electricity and gas prices affect people's decision to travel in the upcoming years? And so maybe we are forced to adapt our business prognosis once again next year.
Okay, so I think the last couple of years has obviously been devastating for airport parking with the restrictions on flights, but obviously we're now starting to see those numbers coming back, albeit it's going to be a couple of years yet until those volumes are back up to 2019 levels and going up and beyond. But it has provided the opportunity for acceleration of growth in terms of innovation. So I'm really looking forward to reconnecting with the Airport Networking Group and to really see how we can benefit from this last 2 years' time and what suppliers and parking operators have been doing differently, bringing to the market.
Basically, there was not a huge, but the biggest drop ever of passengers. I mean, and unfortunately, it was not only for Budapest Airport, but I think it was like a global crisis. So if we look into car parks, where the business that it's really the focus on this call, we had to find ways to somehow incentivize passengers to or those left passengers to actually utilize the on-airport car parks and not utilize off-airport car parks offering. I think we did quite well on that, and also what we looked at is into saving as much OPEX as possible. So in this sense, we close a few of the parking products, and of course with our service providers, we talk to them so that we reduce somehow this maintenance fee on a temporary basis. And yeah, so basically those were the main challenges, I would say.
I think on the one hand, things are going back to normal, but I would say that as people couldn't travel for over 2 years, they want to have a summer holiday, especially now, and so we can see that we have really a big increase in holiday travelers this summer. But we will see in autumn if also the business travelers will come back and fly to the same extent as pre-COVID.
So I think, well, certainly for forecourt charging in particular, parking's obviously a massive revenue stream across airports, and more recently, European and UK airports has almost come common nature that forecourt charging mechanisms are now in place. The US are still not on that curve yet, but I think it's imminent in the next couple of years, that's for sure. And it's going to be who drives that forward first. So the updates in LPR, ANPR technology is one thing that I'm absolutely interested to see how much more improvement in performance that is delivered, taking from beyond 95%, reaching up to the kind of as close as to the 100% market as possible. And in the US particularly, the depending on what state you're operating from, rear view cameras is only required, so it's not required on the front of the cars as well. In addition to that, contactless payments, AVI payments as well, through technologies and RFID, how we can bring new parking products into multi-stories in particular, or nested areas within surface car park lots, and kind of how we define that through dynamic pricing.